Yu-Gi-Oh has over 500 normal monsters that all have their own unique flavor text. Today we're going to find out how well Farfa knows normal monsters. So Farfa, how well do you think you know flavor text? Have you read flavor text? Did you look at a lot of normal monsters as a kid? Let me know.
Pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie. As kind of on theme with most Yu-Gi-Oh players, reading, etc., not our strongest forte. Naturally, reading the card text is about as relevant to normal monsters as nothing.
You don't want to know their lore?
So, we've been doing a normal monster duels recently, and I have looked at a few normal monsters, but I think they're like super niche ones, because I feel like I'm going to be seeing some iconic ones here, and those, you know, Ultimate Wizard in terms of attack and defense, virtually invincible. Those are like the only ones I know. So
okay.
I do not have high expectations.
Well, we're going to see how you logic through this. A couple changes from the last time. We are no longer doing 12. We are up to 15. The first 10 of these questions will be showing Farfa the picture, and he has to guess the flavor text. The final 5 questions will be showing a flavor text of a normal monster, and then he has to guess the picture. Also, you are going to get a number of 50-50s that you can use to narrow down the answers, and you get to either 3, 4, or 5. Let's spin a wheel to see how many. It is just barely, it is 4 50-50s. So at any point, you can narrow down the questions to just 2 of the answers to help you out. Your first question is Dragon Zombie. Is it A, this weakened dragon can no longer fly, but it is still a deadly force to be reckoned with? B, a dragon revived by sorcery. Its breath is highly corrosive. C, a dragon that dwells in the depths of darkness. Its vulnerability lies in its poor eyesight. Or D, the beams from the eyes of this creature are said to turn enemies into zombies.
Thankfully, this is an easy one, because the text literally tells it. I know that this is Dragon Zombie, and he is a zombie, and I believe he has, is it 1500 attack or 1450 or something?
16? Not that,
16?
You know who's counting?
Yeah, so that's huge, because this is one of the first ever Yu-Gi-Oh cards that we had in the starter decks. So he was basically like one of the biggest monsters you had outside of like Lajin and Neo. So yeah, it was a card I played with a lot, and as mentioned from the point number B, a dragon revived by sorcery. He's a zombie, so yeah, it's definitely B.
Final answer?
Yep.
You got it! Question 1. Knocked down.
Okay. Woo! Off to a good start.
All right, next up we have Rock Ogre Grotto number 1. Is it A, giant warrior made of stone? A punch from this creature has earth-shaking results. B, a behemoth shaped by giant boulders. C, protected by a solid body of rock. This monster throws a bone-shattering punch. Or D, a golem with a massive right hand for crushing its victims.
I think it's between A and D. The reason is I don't know what this is, but I know what the other one is. So this is Grotto number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Grotto number 1, I'm pretty sure, does say something along the lines of a giant warrior. So I think on theme with that, this would also say that. So I'm going to go with A. It is a giant warrior made of stone. Wait, hang on. Unless A is Giant Grotto's like number 1's flavor text. Shit. Wait.
Tricky.
Okay. I see what you're trying to do here. Yeah, I'm pretty... Okay, so now that I think about it, I think A is actually Grotto number 1's flavor text.
This is Grotto number 1.
Oh, is this Grotto number 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is it. A, final answer. He is a giant warrior made of stone.
I hate to tell you, but C is the correct answer. A is giant warrior of stone.
Oh, Soldier of Stone? Yugi's one?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Okay, all right. I knew it was too familiar.
1-1.
All right, well, I would have
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not over. No.
He doesn't, you were talking about D, but does his right hand look bigger than his left hand at all?
Good point. What about his stone breasts? Did you consider that?
Yeah, why do you think they added those on there? What kind of freaky
Why
guy...
are they there? Like, look at that. Why are they there?
All right, next question, and the last of the easy ones, we have Gradius. Is it A, this ace fighter is unbeatable in a dogfight. It combines with other monsters to launch an array of encircling attacks. B, a high-performance jet fighter with power capsules for variable attack capabilities. C, sizzling soldier on a silver sublight speed jet, can't track her, can't see her, can't escape that light speed laser. Or D, an all-terrain armored vehicle armed with a heavy-duty machine gun. Where's your head at?
I mean, it's definitely not D, because this is, I mean, there's no machine gun here. Like, so this is actually in line with Konami's other video.
Yes, yeah, this was based on a video game.
I think, right? Yeah. And I believe the whole gimmick is like they all destroy themselves, but I didn't really see anything about that. The one that seems most familiar is the thing about the dogfight, which I think is the way that how you militarily describe battles in the air between
it is. Yep.
Planes. So I think it is A. I'm gonna go with A.
Final answer?
Yes.
It is unfortunately B. I am so sorry. A is X-Head Cannon.
X-Head Cannon.
Because it combines with
ones,
other monsters, you know?
Right.
Actually, it might be, I think it's actually VW Jet, but like one of those cards.
Okay, all right. Well, these were the easy ones, by the way. So.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the medium, we have Ancient One of the Deep Forest. Is it A, entirely gray?
It's A, final answer.
Beast has
entirely gray.
Rarely been seen by mortal eyes.
Mortal eyes. Do you know why I know this? Because I specifically put it in my normal monster deck.
All right, final answer A, even though I haven't read them?
Yes.
All right, it is C. You are incorrect.
What? So dumb. Wait, how is that not dark gray? What do you mean?
Okay, so
explain. How? What did I mix it up with?
Dark gray, which is a card that looks similar but is blue.
Wait, this isn't dark gray?
No, this is Ancient One of the Deep Forest.
What the fuck? Wait, hang on. I gotta bring up dark gray.
Yeah, it's a blue
dark gray
thing. It's not gray at all.
But they look the same.
Welcome to old school Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
I hate my life, dude. That's just so embarrassing. I am so stupid.
No, you're not stupid. You just got a little ahead of yourself. We have Metal Armored Bug. Is it A, huge bug-like monster said to come from another planet it gathers in swarms? B, a massive beetle with a tough, I think it says carapace? I think that's what they're called. It's like the armor. And a dangerous horn. C, a monster so heavy that each step rocks the earth. Or D, a gigantic insect-like creature covered by thick armor. Everything in his path is destroyed.
I'm leaning towards D here. What's his name again?
Metal Armored Bug.
Metal Armored Bug. Because of the normal monster stuff, I've definitely seen this recently.
Okay.
Let's. I'm gonna take my time a little bit more with this one.
Yeah, no, logic it out. Tell me where you know, what your thought process is.
A huge bug-like monster said to come from another planet. It gathers in storms, in swarms. Swarms of these huge like bugs. I mean, I don't know. Surely they would show more of it on the screen. And then B, a massive beetle with a tough carapace and a dangerous horn. I don't really see a horn there, or at least something big enough to be noteworthy of a dangerous horn. So I don't think it's B. A monster so heavy that each step rocks the earth. I don't know. I just don't think it's that either. But then again, he is literally trampling over forests.
True.
Right? Like, those are just forests he's trampling over. And a gigantic insect-like creature covered by thick armor. Everything in his path is destroyed. So D kind of captures both of them. It's covered in thick armor and it destroys everything in its path. He is literally destroying a forest as he walks through it. I'm going to go with D, I think, for this one.
You are correct. It is D. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Pulled one back.
I felt like your head was in the right spot for that.
Read them. Yeah. Okay. So if we read the card, even if it's flavor text, we'll be able to discern these.
Yeah, reading the card explains the card. Next up, we have Two-Headed King Rex. This is the last of the medium difficulty. This is A, two dragons fused as one from the effects of the Big Bang. B, a dinosaur with 2 deadly jaws. It stores electricity in its horn and releases high voltage bolts from the mouth on its back. C, a powerful monster whose 2 heads attack as one. Or D, fast on its feet, this dinosaur rips enemies to shreds with its sharp claws.
Okay, so King Rex, I think, definitely gives away that it is a dinosaur-type monster. A dinosaur with 2 deadly jaws. I feel like that's not it, right? Because when I think of, if you're describing something as it has 2 jaws, you don't think of 2 separate heads, because technically that is correct, but like Slifer has like 2 jaws, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's a weird way of describing it. I can see that.
Yeah, so 2 dragons fused as one, definitely not that, because it should be a dinosaur type, although you could argue technically dinosaurs evolve into dragons or whatever.
I don't want to persuade you here, but I will say that crawling dragon number 1 is a dinosaur monster, just for full disclosure.
Yes. Firewall dragon also doesn't protect your cybersecurity, nor is it a fire monster or a dragon type.
See, sometimes Brionic is a sea serpent, you know?
Yeah. Oh, God. So I do think it's B or D. I'm scared that if I 50-50 this, you just give me B or D. A dinosaur with 2 deadly jaws, store electricity. I mean, none of that is on the card art. So I am going to go for the one that specifically mentions dinosaurs, because his name is Rex, and that's usually dino monster. So I'm going to go with D. Fast on its feet, it rips enemies to shreds with its sharp claws. Wait, no, hold on, come on. It would definitely say something about the head. D doesn't say anything about his head. A powerful monster whose 2 heads attack as one. Maybe it really is just as simple as that. Let's go with C.
You got it. It is C.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was a close one.
About to say, that was very, very close, but you figured it out at the last second there.
So difficult ones next.
So now we are moving on to the harder ones. Don't be mad at me when you see these ones. This is Man-Eating Treasure Chest. A, wields the power of darkness to destroy its enemies. B, a monster disguised as a treasure chest that is known to attack the unwary adventurer. C, a treasure box containing a monster that attacks an unwary bandit. Or D, a playful little fiend that lurks in the dark, waiting to attack an unwary enemy.
I don't know, maybe you're like, trying to throw me off here, but I don't know why this is in the hard category, because I feel like B perfectly describes this. A monster disguised as a treasure chest that is known to attack the unwary adventurer, right? Like, you can see, like, it's, gotcha, like a little Venus flytrap, but it's a treasure box.
What's the difference between B and C?
Between B and C?
Yeah.
C is a treasure box containing a monster, whereas I think the box itself is the monster. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be a whole bunch of transliteration issues there, but yeah, I think, like, the treasure box itself is the monster, rather than it's a box that contains a monster. So I think for that reason, it's a monster disguised as a treasure box that is known to attack the unwary adventurer. So I'm going to go with B.
You are correct. Nice job. I thought, picking 3 that all used the same word basically would be a little bit harder, but nope, you got through it. Nice job.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, next up, we have Tripwire Beast. Is it A, this creature attacks with electromagnetic waves? B, using these spikes sprouting from its body, this creature stabs its opponents and floods them with electricity? C, this monster stores electricity within its body and can unleash it with catastrophic power? Or D, rolls along the ground, releasing bolts of electricity to attack its enemies?
Tripwire. The thing about the name is, like, Tripwire seems to give me this type of, it's like alluding to like some sort of like trick, like some sort of like trap type of thing, but none of the descriptions really kind of talk about that sort of style of, trapping someone and then electrocuting them or something. So
sure.
I think I'm just going to go with the most descriptive part here, which is it uses spikes sprouting from its body, and that's literally what I can see. So I'm going to go with B.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is, in fact, A. This creature attacks with electromagnetic waves.
Yeah, no, nothing about that. I would have said B or C. Mm-hmm. Definitely not magnetic waves. I'm not getting that kind of vibe at all from.
Yeah, I think the magnetic waves, the way it's showing it, is like that's what the electricity is between the spikes. The spike one is from a card called Spiked Seadra, which doesn't look electrical at all, for what it's worth.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. They didn't know what they were. Just it was just, a lot of these were just written by some intern, right? So let's not take them too seriously.
Or just Google translated. Oh, this looks familiar. I remember playing this as.
Yeah, this is a cool
Don't know
one.
what it
This
says,
is
though.
Dark Assailant. Is it A vicious creature that has decapitated numerous enemy monsters? B, armed with the Psycho Sword, this sinister assassin rules the Bad Land. C, a silent and deadly warrior specializing in assassinations. Or D, an expert in battle who belongs to a crack diabolical unit. He's famous because he always gets the job done.
A cracker unit, I see. What's his name again?
Dark Assailant. And you
An
haven't
assailant.
used any of your 50-50s, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Not saying to use it on this one, just, you know.
Do they reset? Do they restart? Like, do they reset for the picture segment or the?
No, it's just 4 total out of the 15 questions.
Yeah. No, I feel like I don't really need it, right? Because so, what was it again? Dark Assailant.
Dark Assailant, yep.
Yeah, so decapitating numerous enemies. An assailant, you know, I'm thinking like an actual like assailant rather than like a warrior type thing. So I don't think it's A or B. Although B does say it's a sinister assassin, but it says he's armed with the Psycho Sword. He has numerous different armaments here, so I don't think it would be describing a Psycho Sword if it wasn't like very clearly depicting. Ah, yes, this is my iconic weapon. He's got like dual wielding katanas. He's got a dagger. He's got spiked fingers. I'm pretty sure it's just as simple as C, a silent and deadly warrior specializing in assassin.
Final answer?
Yep.
It is, believe it or not, B, armed with the Psycho Sword. Isn't that crazy?
Ow.
He has like 7 weapons, and that's the description they chose.
Yep.
So we move on to the final of the picture to text Aqua Mador classic card. Is it A warrior wizard adept in casting bone-chilling spells? B, a wizard of the waters that conjures a liquid wall to crush any enemies that oppose him? C, this monster swamps an opponent with an almost endless supply of water? Or D, transforms the water overflowing from a jar into attacking dragons?
Kind of cheating, but I read this very recently.
Cheating?
Yeah, he is. He's the one that summons the liquid wall. Is specifically what he does, because I used his effect to destroy a bunch of monsters with the liquid wall. So yeah, it is in fact B. Final answer.
You got it. Sustained, I guess. So coming out of this section, you have 5-5, which I think is a good record. Did you think you'd be doing this good or no?
After you told me that it was actually A, B, C, D, and I got into the flow of things, I'm disappointed, actually. I feel like after a couple of shots, I should have got a positive record, but I'll take 5-5. It's not that. Yes.
Hey, I mean, you were saving the 50-50s, right? Maybe a couple of those you would have gotten.
Yeah, so now it's only like 100% for the section.
Yeah.
That's what I was planning all along.
So next up, we are moving to our new section where I give the flavor text of a card and then 4 different pictures, and you have to figure out which picture matches the flavor text. So our first text here is a crimson dragon that spits fireballs to create a blazing sea of fire.
Oh god, this is hard. A crimson dragon that spits fireballs to create a blazing sea of fire. Are you allowed to tell me their names?
For this one, no, just pictures only.
Okay, because I know
Don't click
one
them.
of these is Tai Hon, so I don't think it's him. The first one I think is Darkland Dragon or something. Wait, what happens if I click them? Is it going to show me the name or something?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah. A crimson dragon that spits fireballs to create a blazing sea of fire. Yeah, I'm going to have to use a 50-50 on this one. I just... I know that it's... I feel like that it's not Tai Hon. Number 2, or whatever his name is, at least. I don't think it's that one, so hopefully you don't leave that in, Smile.
Okay, so it
Did you pre-select which A, B's, and C, or...
no, I just like fucking with you. The 50-50 is... I have a general idea. The 50-50 is the green dragon and the one that you are calling Tyhone.
Oh, okay, well... Is Tyhone a dragon? God, but, like, Tyhone... Which green dragon? There's 2 of them technically, right? Aren't they both?
The one-headed one.
The one-headed one. Crimson dragon that spits fireball to create a blazing sea of fire. I mean, like the only one that's crimson is Tyhone, I guess, right? So I guess it must be Tyhone.
Final answer?
Yep, final answer.
You are right. You are right, you know?
Imagine if there was like any type of I mean, to be fair, you could have just given me red dragons. I would have been screwed.
Yeah, like I guess like I just feel like I don't know. I feel like the two-headed red one would have given like a slightly different description, but I feel like the Blackland Fire Dragon, that's the green one, really embodies that description. But you are probably right that I could have made it a little harder. But
yeah.
all right, next up, a monster so heavy that each step rocks the earth. I think this description had come up earlier.
So I guess you've just taken some vanillas that are absolutely huge here. Okay, so I mean, we know it's not Soldier of Stone, because that came up.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom, very funny mods. Doesn't Sengenjin say something about like stealing and treasure? So I don't think it's him. Isn't the koala? Isn't he a fusion?
No, there is a fusion between the koala and Death Kangaroo called
Master of Oz, right?
Master of Oz, yeah.
So that's Des Kangaroo, isn't it?
Yeah, Death Kangaroo and then this koala. Big koala.
The one that's throwing me off is this elephant guy. I've never seen that before.
Oh, yeah?
No. If I click this, will it... Okay, it doesn't show me the thing here. I mean, there's no... Okay, so in his artwork, there isn't really any reference of what the hell this is. Like, it's just like a stock image red background. So
yeah,
there's no
just
scale
a guy.
for how large this is. How many more total questions do I have?
You have 3 total questions after this.
After this. So I could theoretically just 50-50 every single one now except one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like I've narrowed this down pretty well. It's definitely not Soldier of Stone or Sengenjin, so I think it is the koala.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It is, in fact, the elephant. Not the
Okay,
koala.
great. The one that I had no
Yeah, it's actually, the name is like in Spanish. It's like Gigantus Elephantus or something.
Beautiful.
Classic.
Gigantus Elephantus.
You really never seen that before?
I've never seen this in my life.
Dang,
Is he really that big? Like, okay, whatever.
He's Gigantus Elephantus. Of course he's big. Okay.
Oh, no.
Next one. This stone critters got a rock hard fur. That gives him some really good defense.
Beautiful Joey impression.
Oh,
Great
they're
accent.
so good. I gotta put one Joey in every single one of these episodes because they're just so iconic.
I mean, there's no reason not to use my 50-50s at that point. I think I have an idea of who this is. I feel like the top two are literally just the same guy, by the way, but like
A little bit?
Yeah, it's like Nidoran and Nidorina for Yu-Gi-Oh. All right, well, let's 50-50 it.
All right, the green and the red one.
Really narrowing it down for me, huh?
yeah, I thought I'd give you a little help.
This stone critters got rock hard fur. It gives him some really good defense. I mean, the only thing I really have to go by is the pose of the red one is like in a defensive pose, whereas the green one is more of an attack pose.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
That's like the only, like they literally could just be like the same dude, but like different forms of each other. So yeah, I'll go with the red one because it's doing a defensive pose.
Well, I can't believe it, but you got it right. It is the red one. I guess like
nice.
if you really knew these cards, the red one is like the only one that wasn't released in old school Yu-Gi-Oh, so you could have been like, oh, the Joey text wasn't released until way later, but you'd have to know like every single one.
That
of
is
these cards.
some that's like a Ruxin type of guess for this one, I feel.
Hey, it worked, right? Second to last question here. This monster bends light to hide its image from the eyes of opponents.
Okay, based off of the picture, I feel like I have a very good idea of which one it is, but go on, 50-50 me.
Oh, see, now you're learning. Yeah, do it ahead of time. Okay. It is between the green guy and the three-headed guy.
Bends light to hide its image from the eyes of opponents. Well, this guy's clearly chained up in prison, so he ain't doing shit. So I feel like it is the what's his name again? Illusionist, illusionist or
Yeah,
something.
like illusion magician. That's probably not right. That's the new card. I don't know.
It's very indicative of his name. The card art. Yeah, he's definitely bending light. So I think it's him.
It is the green guy. I don't know why. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I think it's on the wrong card. Not sure how that happened.
What is Illusionist's text? Hang on. Illusionist Yugioh.
Illusionist Faceless Mage is his name. By the way, this green guy is called Dark Prisoner. So really, I do not understand its text.
Dark Prisoner. Manipulates enemy attacks with the power of illusion. Oh, God, whatever. Okay, dude.
Little fuck
See, but if I would have guessed, I would have guessed it would have been like number 3, by the way. Got like those...
Yeah,
he's like, it reminds me of Prisma, you know? He's like bending light with...
That was going to be the 50-50. I thought that would be like so obvious, though, that you'd be like,
yes.
No. Yeah. All right, so we are heading into, believe it or not, the last question. And
nice.
Also, believe it or not, you are 7-7. This is the question that determines if you come out with a positive record. Here we go. A gourmet food renowned by the dark world upper crust. It has a sensational flavor.
It's Salmon King Terror, or whatever his name is. It's the top one for sure. But before we lock that out, of course, we will be 50-50 this.
I will pick between the salmon and the lobster guy.
Sure. What was the MVT score, by the way, out of curiosity? Am I beating him? Like, is this for the win? Or?
He kind of had a different format because it was 12 questions and it was only the text or only the picture to text. But dude, that dude's cracked. I don't know. He went 11-1. He was fucking crazy. Like that. What? I don't know.
Okay, dude. All right, nerd. Anyway, so yeah, this one is very iconic because I think it was like one of my boss monsters in like the Massacre series.
Okay.
Because I think he's like a target of like Terror King Salmon or like some other salmon.
He is, yeah.
Vanilla the summons, or something like that. But yeah, he is. That is the answer. The first one.
It is the lobster. In fact, go look up Terror King Salmon's text real quick and see what it is.
Wait, hang on, is this like a Joey card? Terror King? Wow, what does this guy have to do with Dark World? What? Terror King Salmon, hold on. A feared salmon, master of the Sea of Darkness. Its roe is the best delicacy in the world of darkness. Oh, you piece of shit! You took 2 Dark World monsters, basically. Kind of.
I sure did. They're both tasty.
Oh, you're a genius. You're actually so intelligent. I hate you.
Oh my god. 7-8 though. It was not 0-15. You know, you were saying you were a little shaky at the beginning, but I think you did pretty good for this very difficult normal monster quiz. Thanks so much for coming on here. Make sure to check out Farfa if you haven't already. All of his content is based around normal monsters, so you guys will like it a lot. Thanks for coming on. Any final thoughts on flavor text?
It's just, I don't know, man. I guess it's not something that will ever be relevant and not something I'll ever have to research. But hey, it was fun. You know, it's cool to see some of these iconic old monsters with the most like elementary of description.
All right, thanks so much for coming on. Catch you guys later.
How do you 50-50 flavor text? Like, do you tell me half of a sentence or?
No, you have A, B, and C, A, B, C, D. You're not having to come out of these from your ass.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, no, wow.
Yeah.